action figures.
Hello, and welcome to the show. I am your host, Crazy, and this is PowetToys, part of the Powet.tv network. Now, today we're going to be taking a look at Classics Jetfire. Here he is in package. You can see on the front here, as featured on all Classics packaging, is this little flap. It shows the vehicle mode on the front and the robot mode on the inside. You can see he's wearing a mask right there. Right here is his face without the mask on, but we'll take a better look at that once he's out of the package. Here's the back of the box. And why don't we dive in and take a look at Jetfire. Okay, we've opened up Jetfire. Here he is, out of package. Now, first I want to get into a few things that Jetfire comes with. First thing is the instruction book, 2 blue missiles, and this black gun that can split apart and form 2 other smaller guns, which is pretty neat. Now, before we get to the transformation sequence, I just want to go over a few things about Jetfire's vehicle mode here. These 2 guns right here can retract, fold back into the jetpack, and if you pull the back part forward, it locks the gun in place. You can do the same on the other side, just like that. Now, the jetpack is also removable. It's a little tough to get it off, but it is meant to be removable. Excuse me. You can flip these fins up, just like that. Pretty sweet. Here's the jetpack. I'm going to put the jetpack back on for purposes of the transformation. It's a little tough to get it back on as well. Whoops. Come on. There we go. In addition, these 2 arm cannons right here are also removable and also a little tough to get off, but not to worry. Jetfire also features landing gear on the bottom that you just pull out like so, and also 2 at the knees, 1 there and 1 here. And you can roll along the ground should you need to now. Let's move along to Jetfire's transformation sequence. Okay, the first thing we do is flip the arms up, right on this hinge right here. And we do the same on the other arm, just like that. Next we pull down the legs, split them apart. The feet come apart just like that. And the next thing we want is the cockpit to come down. So it's important that we pull this up. So when we come down like this, we're not actually pulling this helmet off as well. And as we come down, we're going to split the nose apart like that. And then we're going to move them up here and bring it down. The sides of the cone will come up to the sides. This will come down, and we'll just turn the head around here. And bring the arms down. And back here, the jetpack comes up, as you can see, and there's a peg to keep it in place. The wings also come up, just like that. And that's about it. You can bring these 2 pieces of the jetpack down, but you need to let the gun come out like that, Otherwise, you'll actually bend the gun as you're pulling this forward, like that. I think you can see it. That's not really good at all. So just bring the guns out, and you can fold them down, like so. And here is Classics Jetfire. Now, I mentioned before how he has this helmet. This helmet is reminiscent of the original G1 Jetfire figure, and the mask covers the face, which is actually reminiscent of Skyfire's face from the original cartoon. Now, Transformers Classics are modern interpretations of Generation 1 figures. So, Jetfire is no exception. For comparison purposes, here is the original Jetfire. I've removed all of the armor and the jetpack that lies on the back because the armor actually causes a lot of sticker wear right around here and here. This one doesn't have it too bad because I've tried to make a point of preserving him as well as I can. So, I've also taken the jetpack off of our Classics Jetfire for comparison purposes. You can see there's a lot of colors similar, and the way the wings can shift like that, they each have in common. But Classics Jetfire isn't just based on this Jetfire. He is also loosely based on the Generation 1 character Skyfire from the cartoon. As with most of the molds in the original few waves of Generation 1, Jetfire's mold is actually borrowed from another series, and that is Robotech. This figure used to be a Robotech Valkyrie fighter, but is now adapted to be the Autobot Air Guardian. I'm going to transform both of these figures so we can look at them in robot mode. Okay, I've transformed both figures back into robot mode, and here's Classics Jetfire without the jetpack on, and here is G1 Jetfire without his jetpack on or any of the armor. Now, first thing you'll note, G1 Jetfire was a big figure, and he is still a big figure. Classics Jetfire is a Voyager class figure, which is on the larger size, larger end of the scale, but certainly far from, say, a leader class figure. But the next thing to note is the helmet on Classics Jetfire, in that it is based on this G1 Jetfire head, as you can see with the little antenna on the sides, which form guns in both vehicle modes. But overall, it's a very good reinterpretation of the classic figure. That's about all I have for you today. So remember to check out PowetToys for all the latest news on gaming, toys, comics, movies, and a whole lot more. And until next time, bring your toys, kids. Otherwise you'll miss out on all the cool gimmicks.